Kalispera from Cyprus. This is George from Cyprus. I thought I would do something different again. I'm going to do something for money management and how to think about regression strategies and all that. Imagine that there are two players. First player is he's buying in for 1,000. The other one for, let's say, half of that or a quarter of that. We are going to start the bets after we establish a point. They both are the shooter at the same time, so we have both of them on $10 pass line. They're light side shooters, so the kind of a low roller is not really low rolling because it's he's on 162 across. He has both the 4 and the 10. The guy at the back is at 640 plus the $10 VIG, 650 outlay. So let's make some rules. The first rule is when you're coming in from the cold, it's your first roll of the day. Don't bet, don't have your bets working on the come out. It's a good rule to follow through. You're not warm enough, you need to get a feel for the table. So perhaps wait a little bit before you commit. So let's do a 3-2, 3-6 dice out. Here's a come out draw, see what happens. Hard 4. That's the point. We were not working, no harm, no foul. So what we're going to be doing is following one simple strategy: 2 hits and down to table minimum, so that we can get most of our profits off the table and play at table minimum. And we're going to press because we're going to be pressing from a safe position. And I'll explain. Okay, sticking to the 3-2, 3-6 dice out. 6-3-9. Okay, that's the first hit. The 9 for the gentleman at the front is a $35 hit. He will collect. For the gentleman at the back is 140. He will also collect. So we're going to stick with the set 3-2, 3-6. Dice out. Hard 8. That's the second hit for both of them. So what happens now? 140 at the back, 35 at the front. He collects, and the guy at the back, let's say 150 for 10. He collects. Guy at the back just won 280. The guy at the front, he just got 70. We're going to regress now down to the minimum. In this particular table, the minimum is $10. So for the guy at the back, it's going to be, well, actually, because the further point, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and I don't know, he doesn't have some singles, so give him some singles. $10, 25, okay. So he will go to, same for this guy. He will take his odds behind the line. Alright, so basically both of these persons are at the same level now, they're starting the same. The difference is, the guy at the front who committed more money to begin with is at 280 ahead, because he hit his hard 8, he hit I think the 9 or something like that, so yeah. So he's 280 ahead. The guy at the front is 280, sorry, let's finish with that. 280 less what he has committed now on the table, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 54, 64, 74. So he's already in profit of $206, whatever happens. The guy at the front, he had committed 110 inside, he got 70, and his commitment now is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 74. So he still has $4 of risk. This is why when we try to do the differentials, we try to put a bit more space or margin between our first couple of hits. We take a bit more risk, but then after that we feel more secure. In this case, what I would recommend is for his 10 to come down, so that he's already in profit. The guy at the back, he doesn't really care. He's already in profit. So whatever happens, the minimum he can make is 206. So let's just roll and see what happens. Dice out. 527. Okay, so what happened here was that this gets lost. Same amounts for both players, except for the guy at the front, he didn't have a 10. So he managed to capitalize on the 7 because he already had 70 less 64 on the table, therefore he's ahead by $6. Guy at the front, he took a bigger risk in the beginning. He's 206 ahead. The differential between the two people is never going to change, because the first two hits establish how much difference in money earned is going to go through the roll. Basically, the guy at the back took a bigger risk, paid off, he's off the table. He's working with casino money. And he's just enjoying himself. So it's a very simple sort of video. All right, let's try something else now. Let's do just what 36 full press is doing. We're going to do the blender. So let's do a scenario of 30. We're going to do a single scenario here. Just one player playing against the rest of the world. Dice out. Just probably random rolling. 459 being the point. Let's mark the point. Let's just put 30 more here. All right. First exposure was $30. Now the exposure of the 7 is eliminated because we have a working 7. What would really hurt us is a 9 being the point, or a yo 11. The 9 can hit in 4 ways, 4 out of 36. The yo 11 can hit in another 2 ways. So you have 1/6 or 16.67% for it to actually happen. Do you hedge the 9? You actually put money on the 9. You destroy your advantage of the 7, which cancels everything out. If you hit the 7, which is a number that can hit, let's say, 6 out of 36 times, as opposed to 4 out of 36 times, I think it's not a good move. So anyway, random rolling. 617. So that was a good decision at the end of the day, because the 2 cancel out. Hopefully we're going to get a roll which helps us a bit more. Random rolling again. 549 again, okay. Bit of a deja vu situation. Same rules apply, 16.67% is gonna be your exposure to the 9 and the yo at the same time. Random rolling. 437. Same deja vu. The DC loses, the DP wins, so it's a push. Let's try one more time. 437. Okay, this we lose. So we're $30 out on 3 players. He's still shooting though. Let's see what happens. Random rolling. 516. That's his point. Alright, the 6 is a bit of a more complex beast. There is 5 ways to roll the 6. And there is 2 ways to roll the yo. 5 plus 2 is 7 out of 36. There's only 6 ways to roll the 7. So what is the best option? I would hedge it. Dice out. 325. You have the second point established. 325. Press says leave the 6 alone and focus on your third point. So I'm going to do just that. But in my opinion, the 6 is less likely to hit than the 5. It's just that. So I'll probably hedge this. Dice out. Random rolling. 617. Alright, so what happened here? Didn't matter. This one's hedged, this one wins, this one it's a push. We're at the end of the third roll, and after 3 players we're down only $30. It's a good hedging strategy. I love the strategy when you're quite uncertain about how people play. Alright, let's just go full random now. 5-6 yo, didn't like that. We lose, so we're $60 out before the player even established the point. There is no strategy without risk. 5-3-8. Sorry guys, okay, came to the senses. 5-3-8. That's the new point. Hedge that. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable not hedging it. Random rolling. 617. Alright, so we lost. This loses, this loses, this wins. So we are at $90. Sorry, $60 out. So yeah, 90 altogether. So, new one. We're at 4 shooters, and they only managed to lose us $30 or $60, $90 whatsoever. So it's fine. Alright, dice out. Boxcars 12, that's a push on the don't pass. Sorry. That's a don't pass. So used to pass line. 516 is the point. Let's do this. Let's get some points. Shooter, chicken feeder, 415. Okay, not bad. That's the second point. It's the 6, so I'm gonna hedge it. 639, perfect. Okay. So, oops, sorry, I had to have this trap there. Sorry about that. So what can happen now? Nothing can happen. We're hoping to start recovering some of the money. The maximum that we can recover at the moment without any further risk is 10 on the, no, it's like 30, it pays 54, yeah, 35, sorry, 30 pays 42, and 42 on the 9. So 12 and 12 is 24 plus 5 on the 6, 24, 29 bucks without taking any further risk. If all the numbers hit, obviously. 617, even money. So this will cover this will cover that, this will cover that. So it's a wash. So it's a very, 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 very secure sort of system. I like it when chicken feeders are involved. People who go there to have a good time, they're not really concerned whether they throw well, they're not aware of the risks or of the game or what it costs other participants on the table. So yeah, please be aware of money management. You can make profit very quickly as long as you practice what you're going to play at the casino. Have that in mind. You can have a great roll and make very little money simply because you didn't start it off well, you didn't money manage it well, and you didn't press at the right time, and you didn't take everything off the table at the right time. So as far as taking money off the table, I was having this amazing roll yesterday, and Burdock was there, he was involved, and I managed by accident, to be honest with you, to hit the auto small. And Burdock did something amazing. He said to me, George, if you don't mind, I'm going to take everything off the table. I said to him, okay. And he said to me, I'm happy. I'm just bloody happy. Simply because he had $5 on the ATS, 555, which gave him 150 plus 150 plus 750. So that's $1,050 on a bankroll of 500. So, you know, you have to be reasonable. What sort of investment you make will give you, I don't know, return on investment is like 200% simply because that happened. Even if the ATS doesn't hit and you just keep pressing your numbers, there has to be a limit as to where you say, okay, I'm going to regress to table minimum again and take some of that profit that's invested on the table back into your rack. If you go to any serious investment house, they will actually monetize part of your investment back into cash, simply because they want to diversify the risk out there into safe cash and the futures, the bets that you have out there. So it's not a bad idea to actually put this in practice for yourselves. You know, money management is as important, if not important, to limit losses when the dice are going around the table. And the better you become at it, the less surprised you're going to be by the result. You will probably walk away most of the time with some profit. I'm not saying 200, 300%, but anything over 10, 15% you cannot get at any bank with your money you're investing in that. So yeah, take it, run, wait for the next time. It's not a bad idea. This is George from Cyprus. I hope that there's a lesson in there somewhere. I mean, I can see many videos where people just lay out their across their inside, and all they do is press. They start with an outlay of money, and they say, "Yeah, I'm going to press it." And it's like the 7 is never going to show up. In fact, the story is the same. You start, there is a middle, and there is the end. It's always the same. The 7 will come, whether it's sooner or later. How you manage that story in between is up to you. I'm one for the short game, and I want to play the game knowing that I'm fully secured from, let's say, 2 or 3 or 4 rolls. Sometimes I'll be throwing outside numbers and never hit one single inside. Okay, it happens. And sometimes I'll 0.7 out. That happens. That is the risk that you take for the expected reward that you expect if you don't hit the 7. So, food for thought, guys. This is George from Cyprus. Thank you for listening to me blabbering on. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Looking forward to our new episode. We're going to episode 7 of Live Fantasy Craps. I hope that my friends and my comrades are going to be able to participate this Sunday. I look forward to it. If not, I'm just going to dress up in different clothes and do some chicken feeding for everybody's amusement. All right, have a good one. This is George. Guys out.